The wars were so long ago, no one remembers them. It was the barons who changed everything. 7 men and women have created order out of chaos. People flocked to them seeking protection, but protection turned to slavery. They banned firearms and created an army called the Clippers. Sonny sees an overturned car with slaves in it. One of them managed to escape. Sonny pulls out a telescope and notices a column of smoke. A large group of men are sitting there. Sonny leaves his gun behind and approaches the crowd. He says that the transport the nomads attacked belongs to his baron. The man calls Sonny one of the Clippers. Sonny wants to know what is in the chest. The bandit grabs a weapon and attacks Sonny, but he dodges all the blows and kills the bandit. He is immediately surrounded. Sonny then goes into battle mode and kills the entire gang, including the ringleader. Inside the chest turns out to be an escaped slave. Sonny is pleased with the find and catches the guy. A little later, Sonny asks why the nomads left him alive. It turns out that a certain widow hired the nomads to find the guy. His name is MK. He'll come in handy on the poppy plantation. A little later, Sonny arrives at the settlement, and the gates are opened for him. The settlement is surrounded by large poppy fields, where other slaves are working under the watchful eye of the Clippers. Outside the gate, the elite of the society train and live. The other soldiers are happy to see Sonny return. He shows the MK the cadets who will be Clippers in the future. Every young man has a chance to become a warrior, but MK is not interested. Sonny says that then he will have to become a slave. Just as suddenly, an alert tone comes on. Baron Quinn shows the Bible and says that the old people believed that God would save them. But there are no gods in the wilderness of death. Only Quinn can save them. Most of them are orphans, and he suggests they become Clippers. Each of the Clippers becomes his family, but they must realize that the Clippers are loyal to their barons for the rest of their lives. In return, they will receive the best food and weapons, including women. Quinn asks Sonny to take off his vest. There are many stripes on his back. One stripe equals one life that Sonny took, all to protect Quinn's interests. There is no other cutter as loyal as Sonny. Later, Quinn wants to know why MK needs the widow, but he doesn't know that. Quinn doesn't like that they are trying to hide something from him and orders MK to be thrown into the fighting pit. Ryder, the Baron's son, sees the widow as a big threat. Without her fuel for the factory, the poppies can't be processed. He suggests they attack her. Sonny warns that then they will have to fight the other barons as well.
We do not move on the widow.
During the fight, Ajax snatches the medallion from MK and he goes into a rage. Sonny has to stop the fight and retrieve the medallion. It depicts a certain city. Periodically, Quinn hears a strange noise in his head. His wife Lydia suggests taking a vacation and giving Ryder more power. But Baron is convinced he's not ready yet. Sonny goes to his house and pulls out a compass. It has the exact same logo on it. But Ryder interrupts his musings. He asks for the locket he took from the boy and asks if he's seen it before. Sonny says no. Ryder then tries to convince Sonny to attack the widow. He replies that the Baron has a different opinion. Turns out the Baron has a second love, a slave named Jade. Late at night, Sonny goes outside the gates of the mansion and comes to see his girlfriend Vale. She tells him that they are going to have a baby. However, Sonny cannot keep it. It is punishable by death, and they have no other option. Vale suggests that they run away from here. She has heard stories that there are other cities beyond the desert. Sonny is sure they are just rumors. A little later, he increases the number of tattoos. Tattoo Master Ringo notices that Sonny used to be excited about the new stripes, but now he's different. A little later, MK is attacked by Ajax. MK sees his blood, and a hidden power awakens in him. He knocks Ajax out with just one punch and catches the shards of glass. Sonny was watching their fight. He has never seen anything like it. Sonny realizes that these powers are the reason the widow tried to catch him. But MK doesn't know how to explain it. It's like something is taking over his body. His mother has learned of a witch doctor who can cure his illness. But when they went to see him, they were attacked by nomads. Sonny shows the emblem of the city. MK says that this is his home. The city of Azra is beyond the desert. Sonny asks to show the way, but MK does not remember it. At night, Sunny comes to Vale's house. Suddenly, armed men come out from around the corner. Each one is dressed in strict clothes and has the widow's logo on his sword. A battle begins. These mercenaries are strong opponents, but Sunny was stronger. When everyone is dead, the widow comes out of the car. Her husband was a baron, but he died, and now she thinks she is a baron. She wants MK. Sunny is not going to cooperate with her. The widow will still be waiting for them to meet. MK wants his pendant back. To do so, he has to break into the baron's house. MK finds the locket, but Ryder comes up behind him. He's going to be executed tomorrow morning. MK begs Sunny to find his mother and tell him that he tried to find her. However, Sunny won't do it. MK will find his mother himself. He frees the guy and shows him the hidden exit. But they didn't know that Lydia was watching them. After a couple minutes, Sunny is called to the baron's office. He is told that the other barons want to attack their settlement. At the same time, Jade is partying with Ryder and MK is out of town. The widow comes to see Tick. He calls Quinn the most powerful baron with the strongest army. That's why Widow wants to unite all the barons and start a war, as suddenly they are attacked and Tick is killed. Widow turns out to be a good fighter and was able to defend herself. The surviving mercenary says that Ryder hired them. Tomorrow MK is caught by Tilda. She doesn't see the stigma of a slave and gives him her food. In the distance, dogs are heard barking. Tilda asks to run after her. She lives in the settlement of the widow, who is her mother. The widow asks if MK has seen a man wearing a pendant with this symbol. He says no. Quinn's clippers can't enter the widow's land, and Sunny gives the order to turn around. Quinn doesn't know how MK escaped. It is obvious to him that there is a traitor in their midst. He also learns that the widow has been tried for murder. Ryder immediately says that he would not have disobeyed the baron's orders. Later, the nomads come to visit the widow, and they join forces to overthrow Quinn. The pain in Quinn's head is due to the growth of a brain tumor. He doesn't want his relatives to know about it. To do so, Quinn orders Sunny to kill everyone in the house. Sunny won't do it. Quinn then takes his sword and enters the house. The widow assumes that MK has powers and suggests that Tilda provoke him. A fight breaks out between them, but at the last moment she stops and cuts her palm, to make the widow think MK doesn't have the force. Today, Quinn killed Vale's parents. Sunny swears that he will mop up her and their baby. Later, MK asks Tilda to help him escape. She tells him that the widow is looking for a boy with a dark power inside to overthrow all the barons. Tilda hears her mother's footsteps, and to avoid being suspected of running away, they have to kiss. She gives it to the nomads, but she didn't realize they had a flyer with a reward for the MK. Tomorrow, Ryder says the nomads are stealing their merchandise. Quinn sends Ryder and Sunny to deal with the problem. Turns out it was a widow's trap. Ryder is pulled up to the ceiling. Sunny is surrounded by over 20 men, but he easily deflects all the blows and kills most of the nomads. However, their leader catches Sunny and starts choking him, but MK kills the man. Sunny offers to teach him all the moves he knows, and then MK will help Vale get to Azra. They return to the settlement, and Sunny convinces the Baron that thanks to the boy, his son is still alive. A short time later, the Clippers begin to storm the widow's settlement. MK steals a book with the town logo and notices Tilda escaping through a secret exit. Quinn challenges the widow to a duel. After almost defeating the girl, his head is racked with extreme pain and Widow escapes. After the battle, Sunny and MK look at the poppy plantations and what lies beyond them. If MK wants to go home, he must listen to Sunny and not disobey his orders. Jade comes to see Vale. She tells her that Ryder is seriously injured and is not regaining consciousness. Perhaps Vale can help him. She finds it strange that a slave girl should be treating the Baron's son. But Jade assures her that she has made arrangements with the Baron. Sunny takes MK to Waldo. As a child, it was Waldo who trained Sunny. MK must defeat Waldo, but he doesn't want to fight a handicapped man. Waldo replies that he can't even beat a handicapped man. So it goes. Vale has to come to the conclusion that only skull trepanation will help Ryder. To save her son, Lydia has to agree. A few hours later, Ryder wakes up. He says that Angelica gave him information about the nomads. Sunny arrives at the right address and breaks down the door. Angelica turns out to be a widow warrior. She realizes she can't kill Sunny, causing her to jump down and die. The widow, along with the remnants of the warriors, reach the shelter. The other barons didn't like that Quinn had taken over the widow's territory. They see this as a violation of the treaty and overgrow the negotiations. Sunny realizes it's a trap. Quinn wants to enlist the support of the baron who hates him the least. His name is Jacob. Later that night, Sunny meets with Zephyr. She wants Sunny to kill his baron. Then the other barons will recognize Sunny as the new baron. Sunny only wants Zephyr to arrange a meeting with Jacob. Vale can read books because of what MK asks her to read the book with the sign of the city. But even Vale doesn't know what language it is written in. Tomorrow, the widow robs Quinn's car. There was a chest full of gold in it. At night, MK trains hard. He wants to awaken his power, but stops in time. In the evenings, Quinn goes to see Vale, hoping she can help cure the tumor. But she doesn't have the right skills. A new day arrives. Sunny takes MK to a deserted place. He wants to understand how MK's power works. To do so, he scratches his hands. MK instantly changes and knocks Sunny out with a single blow. When he regains consciousness, he asks MK to focus on something inside of him. That image must be safe and pure. Then maybe he can control the force. That night, Quinn receives the head of the Crusher. His soldier was supposed to transport Jacob's gold, and since the gold is missing, he accuses Quinn of stealing it. Ryder is sure it's a trap and Jacob wants to start a war, but Quinn is well aware that the widow is behind it. He asks Ryder to negotiate a deal. However, Ryder doesn't want to do the dirty work that an ordinary shredder would do. In the evening, MK comes to see Vale. She never read the book because of a few holes. Sunny comes in after him. He tells Vale that Quinn is losing his mind and will soon start a war. She gives away Quinn's secret about the tumor in his head. She has become his new attending physician, and if Sunny wants, she will bring Quinn's death closer. But Sunny doesn't see the point. Then the other barons will want to take the land. The next day, Ryder arrives at the meeting place and gives Zephyr a very different message. Sunny tells his friend that he is going to escape. Waldo gives an item that will help negotiate with the River King. Late at night, Ryder comes to see Jade. She wants to break up with him since she will soon be Quinn's new wife. Ryder warns Jade that Quinn's other wife didn't die the same death, because of which Jade goes to see a slave girl who worked at the Baron's house during the second wife's life. She saw Lydia picking poisonous flowers. At this time, orders come in to go out to negotiate. They need 6 cadets. Sunny realizes that this is very dangerous, because of which he doesn't choose MK. However, he follows the group anyway and Sunny finds him. He asks him to stay away and not risk his life. Quinn tries to convince Jacob that they are not enemies. MK notices Tilda throwing a pickaxe. Thanks to his warning, Sunny saves Quinn. A fight breaks out. Tilda injures MK and he awakens his power. His strength surpasses that of a human, and he easily lifts Tilda with just one arm. But he manages to remember Sunny's lessons and regain control of his body. Sunny releases Tilda and takes her shuriken so that the negotiations can end in peace. Now everyone realizes that the widow was trying to kill them. When the squad returns to the settlement, they see that all the slaves are gone and the Clippers have been killed. Quinn finds a woman and asks what happened here. It turns out when Quinn left, the settlement was attacked by the widow's men. They were handing out gold and promising a better life. He gives her the gold for not running away, and he orders Sunny to kill the widow. She's now communicating with Ryder. The widow offers to become the new baron in exchange for a boy with the town emblem. Sunny comes to the River King. He takes Waldo's gift. Out of respect for Waldo, he will help Sunny. The River King tells him that 20 days ago, a new merchandise came to him, but this guy killed all the people. The king guarantees complete safety if Sunny brings MK's head. Tomorrow, he trains the boy in fighting skills. He falls down without strength and says he's very tired. But Sunny calls it fear, not fatigue. Round 2 begins, where Sunny wins again. He wants to understand what happened on the ship. Suddenly, MK awakens the Force and throws Sunny off. But it was just a normal nightmare. He opens the book and realizes that a compass fits perfectly into the hole. The arrow instantly starts spinning and then points west. Vale wakes up, but he doesn't tell her anything. A new day is dawning. Sunny takes MK away from the other people and asks, why didn't he kill Tilda? Most likely MK was able to control the powers. MK thinks he was just lucky. At this time, the widow meets Quinn's former slaves. She offers them a bright future where everyone will be a free man. She also won't force them to fight. A little later, Jade offers to treat the slaves more respectfully and give them a basic education. MK wants the pendant back, but Ryder says he sold it. With MK gone, Ryder realizes that this is the boy the widow is looking for. To harvest the poppy crop, Quinn gives some of the army to Jade. Just as suddenly, a pain in his head prevents him from finishing his speech and he has to leave. The widow checks each slave boy in hopes of finding the right one. Tilda wonders why she wants this boy. The widow wants to train him to control his power and translate the book with the city's logo. She is also certain that with each awakening of his powers, his life is diminishing and without help. He won't live much longer. Ryder goes to Waldo to enlist his support. Waldo replies that he will be on the side of those who win. Ryder shows him the medallion. Waldo advises to talk to the preacher. He will be able to answer his questions. Walking through the woods, Sunny notices a trap. He hits an oak tree and the falling acorns activate the other traps. Quinn asks Vale to heal him. The other soldiers must not see that he is sick. Quinn also says that it wasn't him who killed her parents, it was Sunny. Later that night, Ryder arrives at the preacher's house and shows him the locket. The preacher tells him about Azra. This legend is known by all the orphan slaves. But where the pendant came from, he doesn't know. Tilda notices Sunny's camp and asks MK to approach her. She swears she didn't tell the widow about him. The guy tells her that Sunny's advice was to focus on something safe. And when MK saw Tilda, he was able to control his power. Tilda warns that every time MK uses the power, he loses his life. But Sunny interrupts their conversation and immediately disarms Tilda. Today, Lydia was helping Jade harvest poppies. They found common ground, and now Lydia doesn't want to compete with her. Tomorrow, the widow learns that Tilda has been caught. Sunny reports the capture of the widow's warrior. Quinn wants him to beat her until she gives up the widow's hideout. And as Sunny is about to leave, the Baron asks what kind of relationship he and Vale have. He doesn't want them dating. Sunny goes down to the dungeon and ties Tilda to a chair. At this time, Jade brings Baron some soup and falls unconscious. The widow sneaks into the manor to rescue her daughter. A fight breaks out between her and Sunny. MK takes advantage of the commotion and frees Tilda, but they are interrupted by another cadet. He kicks MK out and locks the bars. MK has to awaken the Force and break the bars with a shockwave. Sunny comes running at the noise, and Tilda and the widow escape. In this battle, one cadet is killed. Sunny gets an idea to pass his head off as MK's head. It seems to the River King that they are different people, but Sunny convinces him that this is the right man. They sail at midnight tonight, and if Sunny is late, they won't come back for him. An hour later, he asks Vale to get ready to run away, but she says the Baron has ordered her to come to the fort and begin her treatment, and asks one question: is it true he killed her parents? He swears there was nothing he could have done, but they still have a chance to start a new life. If she comes to this house tonight, she said yes. At this time, a man comes to the temple. He reports that he has managed to find another Dark One, and he's only a day's journey away. Jade managed to survive. Lydia doesn't know what happened to her, but Baron has already found out that Jade tried to poison her. He suspects Lydia of doing it. Quinn found evidence in her things. Lydia immediately realized that Jade was trying to set her up, but Quinn doesn't want to see her anymore, which gets Lydia kicked out of the settlement. She asks Ryder to prove that Jade poisoned herself, but he won't help her. A little later, Ryder tells Quinn that Sunny was the one who helped MK escape the first time. He's the only one with the key to the passage underground. Quinn orders that the fort be cordoned off and Sunny be sent to him. When they meet in person, Sunny is surrounded by clippers. Quinn orders him to hand over his weapons. Sunny draws his sword and puts it to the Baron's neck. But Quinn realizes that Sunny has no chance of survival now, so he takes the sword himself. Meanwhile, Vale is sedated and taken to the widow. She needs medical attention. Vale immediately says that the widow has sepsis, but that she can still survive. The widow swears that Vale is in no danger. Vale gives the medication and begins treatment. Quinn notices that Vale is missing and blames Sunny. Sunny promises to kill Quinn if he hurts her, but Quinn replies that he knows about their child and his plan is to raise him to be a better warrior.
When I get out of these chains, I'm gonna clip you first.
Lydia visits her grandfather, and he accepts her into his church. At this time, Quinn offers MK to be the new Clipper. He's willing to do anything if Sunny is left alive. Ryder meets with Zypher and informs him that the widow has been badly injured. Now they don't need her. As early as tomorrow, there will be 2 new barons in the world. Waldo comes to help his friend and kills the guard. It turns out Waldo is a traitor. He has been working for the widow for a long time and doesn't want Sunny to die tonight. But Waldo doesn't see himself as a traitor. The world the widow wants to create is much better than they have. Then he gives back the pendant that was around Sunny's neck the day Waldo found him.
Have the life you deserve.
Quinn comes to the general town where his enemies are, along with Ryder. Quinn wounds MK, awakening the power. Quinn hides in an alley where Sunny kills him. Monks come to town and press certain places in the body, and MK's power disappears. Sunny won't let them escape and starts a fight. They can't beat Sunny with regular punches, so they awaken the power without hurting themselves. After that, they beat Sunny unconscious. When he regains consciousness, he's confronted by the River King. He doesn't like being lied to. The season ends with MK being carted off into the desert of death. Well, if you want a sequel, just let us know in the comments. We'd also love your likes. We'll be back soon. Bye.